What's up, guys? Welcome to season 2, episode 2 of The Warner House. We are so excited to be here. How you feeling?
Feeling so great. Off to a hot start. No, I'm kidding. You know how these go after not the best weekend. But hey, I'm excited because it's you and I, honey.
Yeah.
And you look amazing. Okay. I mean, wow. You going out on the town later or middle of the week?
No. Unfortunately, we are coming to you live from a loss, but it's okay. We have to address it. It's not, our usual like, happy-go-lucky, winning Tuesday.
Right.
But it's okay.
Yeah, it's all right. But, before we even get into all that, let me just say we love the support for the pod, right? First episode back last week for season 2. We're getting lots of love, on Instagram, wherever else you guys are commenting and showing love, Twitter, whatever, X, as they call it. So we appreciate the love. We do. I'm going to try my best to give you the best me possible every Tuesday, win or loss. All right. Luckily, it's early in the season, folks. Hey, we're good. We're back to work. Man, we're excited to get back to work and get back to it. Warner warming up before the game.
What is that?
You know who that is, honey?
I don't. Who is it?
That's the Mike Tyson. Yeah. Fresh as a daisy. Young bull. Just. And that's accurate.
Is that accurate?
That's me.
Is that how you feel before you go out?
That's how I feel.
Or are you more calm?
A little bit of both. A little bit of a zen and also a rage.
I think it's mostly rage.
Whoa! Based off that video we watched
last week of you.
Thank goodness
acting like a crazy person.
Thank goodness they didn't show the one this week.
Was it?
It was similar, but it wasn't. No, it wasn't as. I can't even.
It was
really
only
remember.
more because it was first game of the season. You're at home, very excited.
The first one was whoa. The second one on the road, bright and early. Let's see. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. Minnesota time, which is 10 a.m. Bay Area time.
And I loved the timing of that.
Of course
game.
you did.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Give me a 10 a.m. game every week. And I would just eat it up. Like,
yeah, I'm sure you loved it,
I can have a whole entire day afterwards. My whole day isn't just, consumed by that game. Like, I can be productive still. I love a 10 a.m. game. How do you feel about a 10 a.m. game? Or
Obviously,
12, I guess.
Yeah, they are great when you win. And when you lose, they're horrible.
Okay.
So.
Well, you can't win them all.
Oh.
Wish we could.
You can.
I mean, we could.
Not anymore. We'll try and just go just one loss and done.
It's just so silly. Like when I texted you after and I was like, it's just like we should have won that game. Like, it was like a silly loss. Like it wasn't even like they whooped our tail, in my opinion, as a viewer.
Listen, it wasn't a good outing for us, all right? It just, we didn't play complimentary football, all 3 phases.
Yeah.
It
was messy looking.
Everybody can own their mistakes. We watched the tape hard in that meeting room. Okay. There was no, dipping and dodging around.
Did Shanahan get after anybody's tail a little bit?
Listen, that
stays.
stays.
Did you say yes or no?
That stays in the meeting room.
Okay.
Okay. This is the NFL.
Yes.
This is the NFL. So there's going to be a little tail getting after in all areas.
As it
when, especially in a loss. So, but let's just talk about, being away for the first game of the season. What's that like?
Well,
let's just go through what it's like for you, because obviously you made it clear that I love the 10 a.m. game. So what else aside from that, like being away and me, like especially leaving on a Friday instead of a Saturday, like how it would be this week?
Yeah, that wasn't the best having you leave a little earlier. I did talk about that on my Get Ready With Me on TikTok. I was just like, this is so different, you leaving and me having the baby. But honestly, best case scenario, because now I'm not like alone, like I have a little best friend to watch the game with. And it was like so different than the games that I watched alone last season. Like I remember thinking, like, cause I was pregnant, I was thinking, oh my gosh, like next year but it's so weird. Like it actually being like, I put him down for a nap and then we woke up and we watched the game together. And then, when you got your interception, which is right here, I yelled so loud that I scared the crap out of him. And he's got like crocodile, big old juicy tears running down his cheeks.
Juicy tears.
Those like a fear tear, those are different.
Yes.
And I felt really bad about that, but it's okay.
I've had a few of those
Yes,
with
I
him.
know. Every time we watch football, we get so excited and he gets so upset.
What did I yell about? I was watching one of the preseason games.
Yes.
And it was like a game winner or something, and I screamed.
It was something nuts.
He started bawling, crying. Yeah, he'll have to get used to that.
I know, he'll get used to it.
Yeah.
That was funny. But no. It was such a good day. We had such a good day. I was productive afterwards. We went to the grocery store after. I mean, it was just great. And then you got home right after I put him down at like 8 or 9-ish. And it was just incredible.
It was incredible. What would have made it better?
If we had won.
Okay. Let's see. Traveling on the road for me, first game. It's one of those situations where it's like, well, obviously, one, it's harder now, especially, since we have a baby boy and you that I'm leaving. So that's tough. And,
it's far away.
The far away ones are tough. But yeah, I mean, as for like the football part of it, it's like I knew what time it was. I knew we were coming off of a short week on the road, early game, time changes, sleep, all this other stuff. Like, so, I mean, it's not like it was a surprise at all. Like, obviously, you got to go out there. You got to get your mind right early, get a little cup of coffee, get going. I don't think there was any issues there. It's just, we just didn't execute to our best of our abilities. Yeah, just talking about the game. I got a lot of text messages after the game. People, hitting me up telling me that I played good. And for me, I'm telling guys in the locker room, like, man, look, I don't care if I have 3 tackles, nothing else. As long as we win the game, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to do whatever it takes to win the game.
But you did everything you honestly.
Listen, it's a team sport. You know what I'm saying? We all got to play complementary football. That's what football is the truest team sport, and it takes all 11 on either side to execute and get the job done. And we just didn't do that.
You had a heck of a game. Like, why can't you just acknowledge it?
Thank you.
Like, do you not want to acknowledge it? I don't get it.
It's just another day at the office. Another day at the office.
Do you want to acknowledge you had a good game?
I did okay. There was more out there.
Okay.
There was more out there for me. This was nice. The reason why this was nice, so another little insight into how these little football situations go. You get an interception, they take the ball immediately away from you on the sideline and they tuck it away in their little trunk. And they put this little tape on there with your number, interception, the date, where it was. Has a little Minnesota Viking thing on there, their little logo on the football, since it's a Minnesota Viking football that he threw to me. Yeah, interceptions, simple. You give it to the guy who got the interception, right? Give him the football. Now, the forced fumbles, that's different. They give those footballs to the guys who fall on it, not the guys who caused the forced fumble. So I'm the one who forced it.
That doesn't right.
But it's good. It's like I'm passing out presents to my guys. I'm thankful for them for getting on that thing. Because hey, if you just knock it out and you don't get it, then what was the point?
Yeah. Well, you can't, like, sometimes it's hard to do both, like knock it out and fall on it.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's why it takes everybody. It takes a team.
It does.
And so that's called teamwork. And this one meant a lot because, my old coach, Johnny Holland, he said, but before the season started, he's like, man, you got to get Baby Bo some balls this season, man. Get him his first little.
I know this morning when he said, football. I got to go to the facility and get Bo's ball. And I was like, oh, that's so sweet of you.
This is for my son.
He was crying when he gave it to him, but.
He was crying tears of joy. He's like, oh my gosh, Daddy, you did that for me. He said those words. First words he said today.
Yeah.
Of his life.
Yeah. I wish that he would start, like, of course, like, he doesn't have screen time. Only on Sundays does he have screen time. And I'm always like, or not always, like, like, oh, look at Dad. Like, there's Dad. Like, whenever you did all your good stuff, I was like, look at Dad. Like, really pushing it. Of course, he doesn't understand.
Hey, but it's a subconscious.
Yeah.
That you're developing.
Yeah. And then he'll learn, like, oh, it's like a special day because I get to have screen time. Like, I get to watch football of Dad.
It's a special day. Sundays are a special day for a lot of reasons. Let's see. There's things that you can take from that game, right? That didn't necessarily would have even thought of before having a son, but then you go through something like this where it's like, all right, we go through a game where you lose. Obviously there's the leadership aspect of it, of me trying to, like, it's so easy to be a leader in times where things are great and being able to get in front of the team and like let them know like how great we are. But then in times of loss, like being the guy to like just kind of rally the troops and get guys' minds straight and right heading into the following week. So, that just allows me to think about, all right, what am I going to teach my son for when it's his time to like, start learning these things and becoming a leader and taking a loss, how to learn from losses and all those sorts of things. Do you think about stuff like that? Like things that are, gonna teach your son someday?
Yeah, like how I feel like how I deal with things is how I'm like, oh, like I want to be an example to him, of course, all the time. No one's perfect, but yeah. So I was saying Sam Darnold as a Viking.
It was interesting for sure, wish he was
He's a good QB.
Wish he was still over on our side, and then maybe we wouldn't have lost.
I know, but he deserves like the spotlight.
Yeah, no, he did his thing. I think the thing that was most impressive for him was like that last drive of the game where we had all the momentum. Our fans were the ones getting into the game at that point, like filling the stadium with noise when our defense was out there. And so we had all the momentum, and he drove their offense down there, killed all the time off the clock, so we didn't have a chance to kick the field goal.
Behind Purdy last year? Mm-hmm. And then they only have two, right? They changed the rule to where it's like the quarterback and then one backup, not two backups.
You could have three.
You could have three.
You could have three.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's his time to shine. He's number one.
I know.
Love that for him.
Yeah, he made some big plays, and so.
And have they won both of their games so far?
They are.
Wow.
2-0. You got to give it to him.
Yeah.
When it's due. I hate to give it to him. But you got to.
Well, who on our side were you proud of besides yourself?
I was proud of all my guys, but, there's for sure some, some great individual performances. I think Nick coming out having 2 sacks,
my God.
2 sackaroonies. Yeah, you forget about things. Yeah, incredible. Yeah. I think Diamador Lenore, top corner in the league. Him and Mooney Ward, top 2 corners in the league. And every game, it's like, all right, who's going to be number 1? Who's going to be number 2? I love the game that Demo played this game. Purdy played his tail off. Debo had over 100 yards receiving. Jordan Mason running the ball.
My gosh, Jordan Mason.
Incredibly, lots of blocking. Guys were blocking their tails off. It's like, dang, there's so much good in there. What happened?
That's why I said, like, it was a silly loss within.
Listen, because I think you can't discredit the Vikings what they did. So that's why you can't necessarily be like, we fumbled it. And I didn't know that we have
lost to them in their stadium. Is it in their stadium or is it just them
in their stadium?
Regardless, in their stadium,
yeah. We haven't won there since. It's been a while.
Is that your first time there, by the way?
No.
Which stadium? Oh, it was the Bills you haven't been to yet.
That's correct, honey.
So the Bred's been to every NFL stadium besides the Buffalo Bills stadium, and they play them at Buffalo this year.
We sure
do. Then you get to check off your last one.
I sure do.
All right. Well, enough dwelling on the big ol' L.
Yeah, we on to the next. Wait, there is a reaction for this viral ref speeding situation. Let's take a look at that video. Justin's touchdown. Oh, great. Okay, this wasn't our best moment of the game. We gave up, what is that, like a 97-yard bomb. Look at the ref.
Oh, he was running fast. Oh, I didn't even notice that.
You see that?
Holy cow. They have to go through physicals and stuff. They have to be really in shape.
Not all of them. But most of them, yeah. I mean, that guy was zooming. Let me say that one more time. He was kind of flying. Let's see. Now we know where he's at. Oh, evade.
Look at him.
And then turn it up.
And he's watching as well as running.
360 and give the touchdown signal. All right, hey, brother. That man doing his thing out there. Shout out to him. Wish I had my little card with all the referee names on them that I would look at pregame. But hey, brother, that was a great move. Great job.
Now it's time that we talk about our baby boy. Just like little updates. I like to give all the people ask me about this baby. Like
I know they want to hear about it, so let's tell them.
Honestly, he's just next level. He's next level, and everyone knows it, and everyone acknowledges it and loves him. Mm-hmm. So what is new in the world of Bo this week? So today we actually went to his 6-month checkup, and Fred got to come with me, which was awesome. I love being able to be there for those moments. So we did our 6-month checkup. He got a clean bill of health. He is just growing, growing, growing.
Big boy.
98th percentile in length, and
Wait.
then 99th percentile in length.
Wow. So I'm thinking I'll be about 6'7".
Fred was so worried whenever I got, like, not worried, but like he was like, I wonder if he's gonna be 6 foot tall. And I said, Fred, because I come from a very short family. I'm 5'4". My mother is 5 foot. Brother's like 5'6". Like all, like dad's short. Like everyone is short. Like not even breaking 6 foot in my family.
Correct.
So, you know, Fred loved me. Like, you know, still loved me through that. But you were worried that our son was gonna be short. You don't have to lie about it. Like, it's okay.
No, there's no lie.
He was a little worried. But I said, first of all, it doesn't matter. Second of all, you come from a tall family. So
Tallish.
usually the man's genes always, I don't know, shine through in that.
I hope.
Anyways, who knows how tall he's actually going to be. He's just a baby. Like, no one knows, and it doesn't matter. But Fred enjoyed that. 99.
Absolutely. My boy, he's doing his thing on the percentile charts, whatever those mean. I enjoyed giving him his little bath time, getting him ready for bed.
Yeah.
You know, those moments. I don't get all those moments that you have with him during the day. So then when I do have those moments at nighttime, I'm like, I make sure to like be extra present in those moments.
That's sweet. I'm sure he loves it too. I think he's honestly like when you do it, when I'm like listening, I'm like, he's not screaming the way he screams whenever I do bath time, bedtime.
I was just thinking that too.
Really?
Yeah. When he was screaming up there, I was like,
he was getting after it.
Yeah, but I was like, I don't remember him screaming like that yesterday.
Well, I think part of that tonight was because there's a new jammy situation. I pulled out
jammies.
I pulled out a new pair of jammies that had the zipper from leg to leg. So I had to put it over his head, put his arms through, and then shimmy it down his waist, put his legs through, and then horrible. I don't know. I know I didn't buy those. That must have been a gift. But
well, thank you, whoever gave a gift. Goodness gracious.
Because I know I wouldn't have bought because it was a little difficult. Or it was gifting. It was probably gifting.
What's the difference?
What do you mean?
Gift or gifting?
No, like a company sending them like try these out. Anyways, but yeah, he's getting better day by day with the whole bedtime routine. I don't know why he loses his mind whenever it's time
bloody
to
murder.
Get in the sleep sack, but he hates it so much. But he didn't do it that bad last night with you.
Me and him was like this. Locked in.
He knows it's me and he wants to test me.
And then also seeing the look on his face when he seen Dada. Because I didn't get to see him, obviously, when I got home from the away trip. I had to see him the following morning. Yeah. Yesterday morning. And seeing that look on his face where he's like, that's my dad.
I know.
Anything milestone-wise that he's...
Well, milestone, he's 6 months old. And he got a clean bill of health at his 6 months checkup. And he just did awesome. He loves... I mean, I was like, I always get nervous of like, does he have like the, the scaries around new faces? But he seems to do totally fine with that.
Yeah, what talk about his little gymnastics. He wasn't feeling the gymnastics.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So we go to a weekly gymnastics class, and this time around, I started it when he was.
What is that even for a 6-month-old baby? What does that even look like? A gymnastics. 6-month-old class.
It's just like did you do like gymboree when you were little or something? Like,
what's that?
It's the same thing. It's
gymboree?
Yeah. You know, a room full of like gym stuff, like a gymnastics room. And then the babies just get to crawl around and explore and like do new sensory stuff and see other babies. Just like, be in their own element. And it's nice just for development and just like new sceneries, new environments to get them in. But Bo yesterday was not feeling it. He was in a fine mood, but I did have to wake him up an hour into his nap. Usually he takes 2 hours nap, so he only got 1 hour in. So
fussy.
But we went anyway, so it's good for him. And he just, we had to get these little shakers as soon as we get in there and we start like, let's get excited, shake, 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 and put him in his hands like this. Like this. Oh my gosh, bawling, crying. I said, "Bo, are you okay? What? You embarrassing." All the other kids are like, upset. And I'm like, he's never like that.
He was cranky out of that nap.
Yeah.
He didn't get his whole sleep.
Yeah, he's like his mama.
I was about to say, that's exactly how you get.
He needs his mama.
Get a little tired.
But then I held him close and I caressed him and he was like, okay, safe, we're safe, we're safe. And then he got more into his life, started talking a little bit.
Okay.
And that's, that's good stuff. But
yeah, it was interesting hearing the pediatrician that they talk about, like, because we asked him about the crawling thing. Like, hey, when is he supposed to start crawling?
I literally told you, I said, sometimes I know people say like you got to crawl to walk. That is a very common thing, but sometimes they don't crawl as much. They just want to get going. And maybe him, maybe not. I don't know. He shows signs of crawling, but he doesn't like tuck his knees in yet. He doesn't do like that movement. He kicks his feet and he sits up like
He likes
this.
to roll.
He loves to roll.
Like you put him on his stomach to try and do tummy time. Nope. Let me roll on my back. That's a nice chill moment. I think it's too much pressure. Like he has such a big belly, I think.
Yeah.
So he's on that belly, like, I'm going to throw up. Roll over. 2 seconds.
I don't like that. I'm like, you need to stay on your belly for a little longer. He immediately rolls over.
Today he rolled back and forth like this. He rolled from his onto his back and then rolled back onto his front and then rolled onto his back the other way.
I'm going to let him do his thing. I'm doing all the things. I feel like even 6 months is really young to crawl anyways.
Oh, no, he got plenty of time.
Totally.
He going to do it all in his own time. Then. Let's talk about post-date night. That got you a little riled up after.
What happened?
Oh, God.
Listen, it ain't got to be nothing crazy either, just.
Okay, so anyways, we go to date nights on Fridays. It's our date night in the Warner house. And last week we went to Wakanda.
That doesn't sound right. I guess that's okay. How do you spell?
Wakanda.
When you hear Wakanda.
Yeah, it's an Italian.
Spell it that way.
Locanda, and it's in Campbell.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a small little family-owned Italian restaurant, and it's so gorgeous inside. It makes you feel like you're literally like in the summer in Italy, just like. It's just like it's a beautiful, beautiful inside. So cute. If you guys are wanting some good Italian food, I would definitely recommend. So good. They know us, but then we haven't been in a while. And so of course, And then I'm just like, I had a day that day, and like I just wanted to like be alone.
Got it.
And of course, and I was like, oh my God, like this is such a good dinner. Like no one's come up yet. And ruined it. I'm just kidding. No one's come up and like disturbed us yet. It's like this is great. Like everyone's being so respectful and nice. But then we get up to leave, and then everyone, which that's cool with me. Like hound him after. If you're listening to this, you ever see us out, totally fine to come up. Just hound him once I've exited the building, please.
Boys, just leave me out to dry.
I do. I say I'm at the car, honey. If you need me, scream.
That's great.
I'll call 911.
That's wonderful.
But yeah, but that, what it is. But no, it was a beautiful dinner. We loved that place. If you guys ever need some Italian, definitely go there. We're going to do Italian again on Friday, a different spot we haven't been to.
Mm-hmm.
We'll fill you in on that.
Yeah.
Next week and tell you how it is. And I'll drop the name then because I don't want to say it now. And then,
all right. Well, now I get to ask the questions.
Okay.
This is our segment that we like to call Sydney's Corner. Kind of get a little insight into my baby girl. So let's hear in the past week what your happiest moment was of the week. Okay, if you could pinpoint what made you happiest this week.
I loved our bonding time we had earlier. Where we were getting stuff done. That was a good moment. I don't have like a standout, so I'm just do a few.
Okay.
Watching the game with the baby was probably, that was my top for sure. That was my top, watching the game with the baby. What are you laughing? Am I supposed to say something else?
No, you started with the time with me, and then you were like, the time with him was better.
Well, that was like my standout. And then second was with you.
I know.
So those are my two.
I want the time with him to be the best.
Yeah.
Be the happiest. What is it about him that you love the most right now?
I love that he like definitely recognizes faces now. Like he recognizes me, obviously you, but he gets excited with like if you get excited, he gets excited. He knows what's going on. He reads the vibes well.
I got to figure out because that one day when I had him laughing like crazy when he was in his little bouncy thing,
so
it was
good.
like a real laugh, and you had to like run downstairs and be like,
so good. Because I don't want to miss that.
Was he laughing like for real?
He was like belly laughing.
Belly laughing. I had that boy going nuts.
I know, you got to do that again.
I got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Whatever I was doing last time, don't work on him no more. What do you want us to do more as a family?
I think we should go out to eat more as a family.
The three of us?
It's a job. Like it is.
I'm about to say that Luna's trip we had the other day, it was.
Yeah, it's just not relaxed. Maybe not. Maybe not. I take that back. As a family, you know what I loved? Whenever I was freshly postpartum was our walk. But it just sucks because I can't take you anywhere. I can't take you anywhere.
It's only going to get worse, honey.
So it's hard to do things all of us three.
That means we're doing the job right. Keep asking for those pictures, fans. Folks, not fans, supporters.
Yeah.
What about this upcoming week? What you're most excited for?
Upcoming week. I do have a massage that I'm excited for.
Whoa! Yeah. Massages.
I've got a massage coming up, and my back is about to break every day of my life.
Yeah, I'm glad you said every day of your life because you literally say it every day.
I say it every day. Oh, it's just now. Like my back's about to break. So I'm going to get a massage. That's it. I haven't had a massage since around Easter. Remember I went to get one around Easter because I was breastfeeding it I was breastfeeding, and something about that breastfeeding backache will literally have you just hunchback. So it's bad. Now I'm a little bit better, but my back's still broken. So I'm going to go get a massage. I'm very excited about that.
Okay, good. I'm glad you're going to get you one of those.
Thank you, honey.
Well, that concludes Sydney's Corner.
I love this segment. I'm excited.
Good. I'm glad you love it. We need to hear more about you.
I can talk about myself if you want me to.
Keep going. No. We want to hear about you, honey.
I'm good.
Oh.
Next.
Let's talk about the Rams game coming up.
All right, let's talk about the Rams game. I'm not going. I'll just go ahead and say it. One thing about me, you will never catch me at SoFi.
That's it, honey. You said it right.
Ever. But you will have some family in attendance. A lot of Fred's family lives in LA, so they're going to go and support. So that makes me happy because I love having someone at a game. But anyways, yeah, you're going to have some support, so that's good. Only my sport, but it'll be your family support.
Thank you, honey. I know you'll be supporting
We'll be supporting you from the television.
Correct. But yeah, I mean, I understand the reasoning for not wanting. It's very hard with the parking situation or taking a Lyft or Uber or all that after the game. It's tough.
Yeah, but I do love that it's just around the corner. It's just across the street, aka 45-minute flight.
Got it.
There and back.
Yes.
Zipping. You don't have to leave for multiple days, so that's good too. What are you excited about?
I'm excited to get back to it. I'm playing well, but like I feel like this is like right now the feeling I have is similar to when I was younger in my career in terms of like just being excited leading up into games. You know what I'm saying? Like it just having like that extra little, like the Monday night game. I was like, man, I can't believe we get to play on Monday night. Minnesota's like, man, I love playing in that like type of atmosphere. And like this one is like, I love playing at the stadium because obviously our fans show up big time.
Yes.
I guess they've kind of just like, their team has kind of just owned the fact that our team
feels like a home game, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels like a home game a little bit. Their team has kind of like owned that a little bit, and they're like, "Hey, we'll let y'all wear your home unis."
Oh, really?
Because we're wearing the home reds in there.
Is that like your favorite uniform?
Give me some. Thank you. Favorite uniform, the home reds. So yeah, I'm excited for just the little things. I'm excited for the little things of the week, and I think that's what's gonna help keep the spark going all the way through a long, long season. Because we are only in week 3, of course people want to press the panic button after one loss. None, not at all. I'm excited to get back to work, and it's a huge game against a divisional rival, who has always given us fits. Matthew Stafford, Sean McVay, the Rams. I think what makes Matthew Stafford so good, just like I've talked about like veteran savvy before, and not a lot. Like when I talk about savvy for the position, it's like something that you can't really pinpoint, something that a guy just has or he doesn't have. And obviously, Matt Stafford, he got it. Like, he's got that it factor to him. Put the ball wherever he wants on the field. Yes, do they have a couple of guys down and with injuries? Yes, but at the end of the day, like, as long as they got him at the helm, like they got everything they need. They got a great run game. Kyron Williams, running back, great running back. Got a lot of respect for him. We're gonna have to tackle him. We're gonna have to wrangle him down. Their offensive line, I know, is a little banged up. We might have some guys back. So all the way around, we're going on the road. It's a divisional opponent who, is looking for their first win of the season. You're not about to tell me that they're not gonna come out fired up.
They're 0-2.
They're 0-2. They want that first win of the season against the Niners. So we got to come ready to play. And I'm excited to get back to work. First thing tomorrow. What are you excited about? She's excited about that massage that she was just talking about. That's all she got on her mind.
It's crazy. We're already in week 3. It's flying by, as it always does.
I mean, when you think about it in the grand scheme of things, like it's a 17-week season. And we're only 2 weeks in. which is crazy. We're in week 3, but we're 2 weeks in.
So I'm telling myself this so that I'm like, oh,
This game, I just really want, defensively, of course, for us to like just be on our assignments, play smart, because we're always, like I've said, in the media, with all that stuff, we play hard all the time. We just gotta play smart.
I'm
Just about wraps us up
for your work week. I know you're ready to get in there and
Ready to go. Tear it up.
We've got a few days, we've got a good amount of days until you leave. We've got date night coming up. I've got my massage, which I'm excited about.
That's the highlight right there.
Our beautiful baby boy is healthy and thriving. We're set up for great success this week, I'd say.
I think so. These days, I'm just like really focusing on the small moments.
Because everything goes, like our life moves
way too fast.
Rocket speed.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do something, I do something and I forgot that I've already done it. That's how fast my hands are going. My mind is going. Like, I'm like, oh, I should do that.
You try to take that dish off.
I didn't even realize it.
You tried to take that dish off the stove earlier, and what happened? Burnt that hand off.
Okay. All right, guys. That wraps it up. Thank you so much for joining the Warner House. You can follow, like, comment, listen everywhere you get your podcast. And we will see you next week. Bye, guys.